Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Christopher David Lawson of NEPA at CDL NEPA here on YouTube. Today we're doing a review for the KEMIMOTO 24-liter small throw-over saddlebags. Let's roll.
You think you know me?
Alright folks, we're going to do the review of these small throw-over bags today, and then I'll throw them on one of my bikes that I have. Let's set one off to the side. Obviously you get two saddlebags. You also get two cup holders, which will hold up to a 32-liter bottle of water or coffee, whatever you'd like to hold in there. It also has, obviously, the throw-over strap, which is adjustable on here. These straps, these bags also come with a carry handle on both sides, which is really nice. Not sure exactly what this is for, unless you're putting it over maybe a bracket or something on your saddle, on your bike. I was thinking you could even use one of these bags even as over a sissy bar. This is supposed to be waterproof. They also latch using these two latches that do not have locks on them, but they do have that just hold them closed. Then on the inside, oops, these came apart. They're tied together, sorry folks. Those Velcro over, and those are inside there. They're very solid. They do have a frame in them. There is a little place you can slide some papers. There is a little zipper right here if you want to keep something in there small. These are supposed to be waterproof, I believe, with them being able to tie up like that and close on the inside. They should be fairly waterproof. We'll demonstrate that later after I put them on the bike. Like I said, there's two of these bags, two cup holders that can be mounted either on the front or the back of the bag. Like I said, there's no place to put a lock on these, so they just go over here like this and secure like that on both of them. Really easy. These work nice. Feels like nice hardware. I've done stuff for KEMIMOTO in the past, and I've had pretty good luck with some of their products. First set of saddlebags I've used from them. I'm going to get these set up, and I'm going to throw them on my bike. Like I said, these are adjustable to put on any type of bike, so we're going to do that now. I know they like to recommend these for like a Sportster or some kind of smaller bike like that. I'm going to put them on my old Suzuki Rat bike and just see how they look. All right, folks, what they recommend is you actually slide this piece underneath and have it sit on your frame and underneath your seat. Just for today's purposes, I'm going to do it over top of the seat because I'm not going to leave these on here right now. I don't have permanent brackets for saddlebags on here yet. But you pull the two pieces apart, measure it to where you're going to have it. You don't want to have it so your bags are touching your exhaust or anything like that. And then it's just these two straps here that will go through, and then you'll just lace them in between there. It's really simple, honestly. You can put these underneath and then just leave this on here underneath your seat and then zip your bags on and off of here. They're meant to be kind of like a quick release in a way. They're still throw-over bags, so today I'm just doing them over my seat until I have a permanent solution for them. All right, folks, I came back inside. I'm going to try and do this on camera the best I can, just because I figure it's easier to do this. You will have to do this on the bike, obviously. So you'll notice one side here doesn't have the zipper. One side here does have the zipper on this side. It's the opposite on the bag. So the one with doesn't have the zipper goes on this side of the bag. So let me try to get this on camera the best I can. Sorry folks if it isn't real visible, but you'll bring your zipper back here. All right, that goes in there. Then that'll obviously just zip up like that. And then the Velcro's on there like that. There's your side. One bag. You got to get everything lined up the way you're supposed to. It's locked in there, and that's zipped, and that's Velcro down there. So that's that. That's how they are attached to each other. Get the Velcro settled on there. So I say once these have been out in the sun a little bit, they might be a little bit more pliable. They're still pretty soft. Like I said, they do have a frame and stuff on them. And once you get out there, like I said, you should have some kind of saddlebag brackets or something already. These will tie on to the back bottoms of the bracket. And of course, folks, this comes down to your preference as well. These cup holders here will strap on to this part right here. It's as simple as just two straps, the same as the side. Let's see how easy they go on here. And you got to adjust them for whatever size bottle. You might want to do like a fuel bottle, or, you know, if you're on a smaller bike like me, most of the time I ride like my 400, my 450, and I also ride the Scout. If I was going to put these on the Scout, or if you have like a Sportster like they say, just it adjusts on there like so. It just goes in here, and then you would adjust it by the bottle size. It's actually, that was easier than putting the bags on themselves. I said I probably could put my fuel bottle on here, or bottle of water, tequila, whatever you want to drink. Don't drink and ride, but I'm not your pappy, so I'm not telling you what to do. But basically that I go like that. Then of course you have your beverage of choice on there, and of course you get 2 of them, so if you have a passenger, you got 1 for each side. Right, folks, I have them temporarily installed on the bike. They actually don't look too bad. These are a nice size bag for this bike. I don't have them permanently installed. Like I said, I don't have a support for the back of this yet to tie these down. I may have to do that in the future. What I'm doing now, I'm going to take my hose and spray these with a shower. Then I'm going to spray them a little bit more aggressive. But I'm going to take 1 of each of these rags and put them inside the saddlebags, and we'll test and see if they get wet. I'll spray them down for a good couple of minutes. All right, folks, the rags are in there. I also made sure I had everything zipped down pretty good, and made sure the Velcro was sealed just to be fair. I put the rag in each one. Let's go ahead and run the water for a couple minutes on these. I'll just do the shower setting first. I'll make sure I hit every angle of it too. Hit the top like it's just sitting outside. And then I'll actually spray the front of these like you're riding down the road in a rainstorm. I feel like this is a fair setting. I'm not running it on jet or high powered or anything, but this is roughly what it would be like a hard storm that if you were caught in the rain. Spray the thing down good. I'm spraying it basically by the front where it opens up with the zipper and Velcro. Giving it a good spray. This is probably actually more aggressive than a rainstorm that I would probably want to ride in anyway. Give a good shot right there by the opening on each side. And I'm just testing the main part of the bag, folks. I'm not testing the side pouches or inside pouches or anything. I think this is a fair shot. And it actually looks like the water's beating up off the outside pretty easily. All right, folks, I moved the camera up close. Of course, a little bit of water you can see got in underneath the main thing, which is not a big deal. We just care about what goes on the inside. All right, rag is perfectly dry. I don't feel any water on the inside whatsoever. And I sprayed it for a good minute or so. I sprayed it the whole time we were on camera. Right, folks, we'll open up this side. You can see the outside of the bag's still wet. I'm not waiting until it dries. I'm not going to BS you on this video. Rag feels dry. And there's absolutely no water on the inside. So I would say these are about 100%, or at least as close as you're going to get to waterproof saddlebags. All right, folks, these were the 24-liter small saddlebags from KEMIMOTO. They are definitely waterproof, at least 99%. Like I said, I didn't find any water in there, and the rags were bone dry. I thought that was a fair test that I performed. They're a great looking bag. My only small complaint would maybe be there's some place to put like a lock. I know soft saddlebags, people can still cut them open, but at least having a spot to have a lockable spot on there would maybe deter people by a few seconds. But nice bags. I just need to get a frame. I think I'll probably throw them on here at some point. Not that I plan on doing any long rides on this bike, because I already have another bike for that, but check it out on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description for this. I've done a few other products for KEMIMOTO in the past, and they've always been pretty good products. Good products at an affordable price. Thanks for watching my video. Check out my other motorcycle content. Bye for now.